Hi, I just want to spend a couple minutes talking about negative exponents with you. Sometimes negative anythings, numbers, negative variables, and in particularly negative exponents create kind of an extra amount of stress, like our buddy down here, um, who is hiding under his table because he's not really comfortable with all these rules and these math expectations. So today let's look at the negative exponent. One of the things that I want you to kind of put in your brain when you're looking at the negative exponent is two words: flip me, flip me, flip me. And you can yell it out loud. You can just say it 10 times every time you have a problem with the negative exponent, but flip me, flip me, flip me. So let's kind of have a look at one here. Let's do 3x to the negative 4. Okay, remember, you see the negative exponent? What are you yelling? You're yelling, flip me, flip me, flip me. Okay, the negative exponent is only attached to this x base. The negative 4 is attached to the x. It is not attached to the 3 in any way. So when you flip things, you'll see what I mean in a second. You're only going to work with the base that is attached to the exponent. All right, so 3x to the negative 4. And you're screaming, flip me. So the guy that gets flipped is this portion right here. He gets flipped to the bottom of your fraction, and he goes down here, and he notice that I'm calling it a he, notice that your exponent changes, it gets flipped, and the sign becomes positive. Notice also that the 3 does not move. The 3 does not have a negative exponent. He will not be flipped. Okay, so now here's the second example. Notice that I have the negative exponent in the denominator. Again, this same flip me, flip me, flip me rule works again. Go ahead, notice it's negative. Because it's attached to the base x, we're going to flip it. And we're going to flip it upstairs. So go ahead, we're going to rewrite this. Our new answer is going to be 3. I take the base and the exponent. It now goes upstairs. And notice that it is no longer a negative exponent. It has now become a positive exponent. Okay, so let's take a look at a more complicated example here. When you look at these examples, just kind of focus on, let me change the color here. Just kind of focus on some of the basic sections. We have the number section. There's x bases, and then there's y bases. Okay, so just kind of organize it a little bit that way, because when we actually finish the problem, we're going to be focusing on combining the same bases and numbers with numbers. So the first thing let's kind of look at is, oh, negative exponent. What are you yelling? Flip me, flip me. Where's he going to go? Downstairs. Notice that I have another negative exponent over here. What's he yelling? Flip me, flip me. Where is this whole base going to go? Upstairs. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite our problem. Okay, so we have 25 over 10, and then my x to the 5th has a positive exponent, so he's going to stay up there. And I'm also bringing up my x to the negative 3rd because he gets flipped from the denominator to the numerator. Now I have a y to the negative 4th who needs to go downstairs, so down you go. And I have a y to the 2nd already down here. So we keep those down here. All right, now we're going to go and have a look at our numbers with numbers. Notice that 25 and 10 have a 5 that can be divided. They can both be divided by 5. So if I divide 25 by 5, I get 5. If I divide 10 by 5, I get 2. So I've simplified that, the numbers with the numbers. Now I can see that I have an x to the 5th and an x to the 3rd, which is basically, I've got 5 x's in a row plus 3 x's in a row. So my final numerator answer is going to be 5x to the 8th. And in the denominator, I have my 2, and I've got a y to the 4th as well, so plus y to the 2nd. So I've got 4 y's down there and 2 more y's down there. So I have a total of 2y, I have 6 y's, 2y to the 6th. So when you are working on these problems, let's just do a recap. You first kind of want to identify your numbers with numbers. Then you want to kind of organize the same bases. And we've done that here with your x's and your y's. Kind of have them nicely lined up. Remember, the negative exponent flips. So if it's in the numerator, it's going to flip it to the denominator. If it's in the denominator, it'll flip it to the numerator. Simplify your numbers by finding common denominators, not really common denominators. You're looking for numbers that will simplify the ratio there, the 25 and the 10. So find values that can be divided into both of those numbers. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just simplify your same bases. So if they happen to be both in the numerator, you would add. If they happen to be in the numerator and the denominator, you would subtract. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm happy to work with you.